Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another World of Tanks video. This time playing with Duffs in the Strv m42-57, which is the tier 6 Swedish premium medium tank, which was released just before the Swedish line was released. And I think this is an actual game from the patch before it was released. I'm playing on Widepark because we're tier 6, and obviously we're top tier. And I tend to come to the middle whenever I play this map. I don't play this map very often because I don't play lower tiers too much anymore. But I was trying to use this sort of area here to see if I could get some early shots off, but I don't think the gun depression is quite good enough for me to be able to do so. So I'm just going to back off because I feel like there's going to be stuff focusing me down from up here. And obviously the artillery just fired at me as well, so it was probably the right move to get out of there. This tank obviously has the 4-shot autoloader. The actual tier 6 that you grind has a 1-shot, well, it's just a normal firing gun. It's the same gun, but obviously this is autoloading, and the actual proper grinding tank is not an autoloader. But I digress. This tank's reasonably good. I'm just looking for some sort of opportunity for me to do some damage. The gun was okay, the gun handling was a bit naff, and the clip capacity is not that great, if I'm being honest, although it'll more than be okay for tier 6 matches and below. It's more for when you were facing tier 8s that this was kind of a bit mediocre, but then I suppose I don't think there are many tier 6s that would do well in tier 8. But we managed to pick up a kill on the E2, and I'm just waiting to reload, seeing if I could get a shot into that Dicker Max, but unfortunately my reload's too long, and that's why I kind of prefer the single firing guns, because you can use the potential of the gun a bit more. With autoloaders you've got to shoot and then wait however long it is for you to reload, whereas with the single shotguns you just keep firing at whoever it is you need. That said though, with the autoloaders you can do the burst damage, which can be very effective. You just got to play them differently, and that's basically what I'm doing here. So we've only got one kill. Duffs has died like a scrub. We're losing 5-7, so we're on the defensive a bit. I'm trying to get around to the other flank so I can help with their Strv, but unfortunately gets taken out before I get there. So what I think I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to try and get up here, kill the Matilda, or try and kill the heavies that are going to be coming in here. I'm fairly confident that nothing is going to be coming up here in the middle, or, well, at least there's only that Chinook Kai there, and he's busy with our Hellcat toggling that type. So I'm fairly confident that I'm going to be somewhat safe in this position. I'm just poking out to see if the heavy tanks have decided to move up, and I see the Matilda's moved up, so I'm going to try and engage that, see if I can take him out. And the KV-220 is there as well. So I'm seeing if I've got shots on the Matilda. I do. I managed to track him and put the final killing shot in. KV-220 has got excellent hull armor, but I managed to track him twice there, so that's really nice. And it allows me to reload before he can just YOLO into me. I'm loading into APCR just because I know how good the armor on this thing is. It's essentially a KV-3 hull. So I just track him to keep him in place, and then I proceed to put 2 APCR shells into the turret, which is the weak spot, the KV-220, if you didn't know that. So I did notice the Churchill 3 had been spotted, and I'm just going to poke here, see if he's going to try and come over. Doesn't look like that's what's going to happen though, so I'm probably just going to switch targets to the Hellcat now. Oh wait, no, the Churchill 3's decided to come over. I get to track him as well, so that was nice. And I finish him off with 3 shots into him, so that was a good kill there. And thankfully I was around for him to poke over the middle. So I think now is probably the time. Will I go for the Hellcat or not? Or maybe not. As I said, this was last patch. I I don't really know what's going on, and I haven't watched this video before actually recording it, which I suppose I maybe should have done. The OI experimental pops up over there, so I think this is the point where I decide to go over to that other flank. Hellcat's making moves, so I decide probably at this point that I'm probably going to follow him and try and support him. So we're just going to poke around the corner, see if we can get some spotting. The Hellcat goes around the corner, spots the OI experimental. I do actually manage to get a shot in there, even if it didn't look like it, and the Hellcat finished him off. Their Hellcat's spotted. I managed to get a shot into him before he goes beyond the ridgeline. So I'm just going to go chasing him now. Our Hellcat's going to go under the bridge, so I decide to do some flanking manoeuvres. The Hellcat probably shouldn't just go in on his own because they are both one-shots for each other. He does, however, manage to get a shot into the Hellcat, so that was good. But the enemy Leo finishes him off. And by Leo I mean the Leopard light tank, not the Leopard 1 or the Leo PTA. I see the Hellcat was trying to poke, so I take a cheeky blind shot there. And if I had maybe waited a little bit longer, it might have actually gone through. He managed to put a shot into me, but I still had one shell left in my autoloader, and he decided to try and poke out, and I managed to finish him off because he was on about 10 health. So now all that's left is an enemy Hellcat. I'm just waiting around for the Turan to maybe move up to around here, and I'm figuring that I'm probably going to go into this little area here. I'm trying to side scrape, see if I can spot him. His last known spotted position was here, and this was right at the start of the game. So it's been a long time since he's been spotted. Could be anywhere right now. I'm thinking that he's camping in the back along here. I get spotted, but unfortunately I don't spot him. So I'm just chilling out here until I get unspotted. And I think it's about this point I'm asking the Turan to move up here, see if he can spot him. Now, it does start to occur to me at this point that this guy might be AFK because he'd not been spotted all game. He randomly spotted me when I was moving up to here, which would actually make sense. But I didn't spot him, so I'm not 100% sure that that's the case. So I don't want to YOLO out just yet. I'm going to use the Turan to try and spot him. He can actually take a hit and I can't. So I'm just waiting around, see if the Turan's going to spot him. And I think any moment now it probably will. Just waiting on it. I think he just needs to move up a little bit more into the bushes. I think I might just get bored here. Yeah, and I actually do realise that he was AFK. So I am going for the tracking shots just in case the Turan goes for him. But I do manage to pick up all of the health on that Hellcat. So that was really nice. And kind of a disappointing end to the game. I kind of wanted to fight a Hellcat, but you know, it's some free damage and a free kill, so I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, let's go and have a look at the post-game stats right now. Okay, so that was the ace tanker in the Strv m42-57. Obviously got the top gun because I got 6 kills. Did just under 2400 damage, which is pretty good going for a tier 6 game. And I did just under 750 assistance damage along with that. And I also managed to get a medium tank mission done for the 260, which is just the icing on the cake, really. Obviously I was on top by quite some margin. I got elite XP, so I decided, right, I'm going to have to do a video on this just because elite XP. I was top by an absolute mile on damage, except for their Hellcat on the enemy team, which did a very respectable 2,500 damage and was probably pretty unfortunate to lose his game. I fired 25 shots, 22 of which hit and 19 of them penetrated, and I think they were both on the KV-220 when I was going for the hull. I received 4 hits and all 4 of them penetrated. This tank really doesn't have much in the ways of armour. So yeah, if you want this tank, I wouldn't buy it for its armor because it's non-existent. Of the 8 tanks that I shot, though, that six of those I killed. Obviously, I did the 750 spotting damage or assistance damage, and I travelled just under 3 kilometers. So, considering it's a small map, it's probably quite a lot. The game lasted just over 8.5 minutes, and I got 6,680 experience, and I think that's with a double and with some personal reserves. And I was obviously in a platoon, and you got some bonus for it being a thingy, a premium. I made 62,000 and a half credits, and after auto repairs and the ammunition repairs, I made 29,868 profit. So it made some decent profit. I did fire a bit of APCR at the KV220, which probably wasn't really necessary. Probably could have penned the turret, but I kind of wanted to just keep him in tracked in place. But yeah, it's a decent little tank. It's not something I'd probably go back and play a whole lot of. I just wanted to get a decent crew ready for the Swedish medium/heavy line, and it did a reasonable job. I got as you can see, I got a reasonable crew out of it, and if you're looking to get a crew, then maybe it's maybe worth it. I'm not sure if it's on sale actually anymore. It might have been one of them random, you can only buy it for 1 week kind of deals. But if it is on for sale and you want a decent crew for your Swedish mediums or heavies, then I'd probably recommend it. It's an alright tank. It's probably not as strong as a Cromwell B or a Ruddy, for example, but it's decent, and I'm kind of happy that I bought it. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was a nice quick little video showing you what the Strv can do, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.